Or A. I could use the G. I could use the A. I think I'll use the G though. It's more distinct, the alignment.
Scanning ahead.
Definitely more distinct. The G. And also just for some reason works. That's great. It works really well. Okay, so again. After an insane amount of experimentation, testing, many hours of looking to see how to deny the safe plant on the B side of Sunset as defender, I found one single lineup. Now, obviously, there's a few possibilities. It's just the fact the safe plant there's this overhang and there's an entire pillar in the way. So there's a few ideas that are possible. It's possible that you could maybe bounce a arrow off of one of these leaves. That's very possible, but I find that incredibly boring to test. Like, I can't stand it, so I've not really experimented much with these two trees. But from some kind of angle over there, or from spawn, you could totally make the shock dart bounce off one of these leaves, maybe this leaf. And it could kind of bounce into
right
here. But, you know, who the fuck is going to want to test this? Not me. So I found something that's probably the best non-tedious lineup, I guess, for the Antiplant. It's still really annoying. Like, I still don't like it as a lineup. But what you want to do is you want to find this specific bright brick here. It's next to this pillar, right? There's this pillar here. It's right next to it. And you want to stand kind of on the nipple of the brick. So this brick has like a nipple. You just stand right on it. I think the leeway is more or less on the nipple. So as long as you're looking straight down and your crosshair is on the nipple, it's going to be fine. And then the alignment itself is alright. It's alright. You look at the G in the word charge under your charge bar, and you just align the G with this vertex here, basically. I'm going to use a recon dart just for demonstration. It is a shock dart lineup, obviously. You put the G just under the vertex, just like that. One bounce, 2 charge.
Revealing area.
And it's not a 100% reliable lineup, but it's good enough. So yeah, this didn't work. The roof seems straight, but it's not. So let's try again. Let's try again. Put the G just under the vertex.
Scanning ahead.
Maybe aiming a bit lower or higher will make this lineup more reliable. Yeah, I think you have to aim lower. You have to aim lower. A few pixels lower. So stand on the nipple. You have to aim a few pixels lower. Okay.
Revealing area.
So now it should work. Now it should work. Definitely, dude. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I figured it out fully. And as you can see, completely touches anyone trying to plant. And yeah, it does fly pretty slowly, but I think in some situations it's gonna be good enough. Obviously, there's way easier alternatives. You can also run into Boba and just... Okay, maybe not like that. Okay, actually, it's not really a better alternative, because someone could totally be peeking this, right? This is like an on-angle here. If you're holding your charged arrow here, like, you're probably gonna die on a timing. So it's not that good, really not that good. But this is one of the possibilities. Another one is probably here. I'm just winging it, but
Revealing area.
let's see. Nah, it hits the corner though. But yeah, I'm sure there's like other lineups you can use. Like here, you kind of have to be smoked off to bounce the arrow into
Right here.
the corner. But yeah, like what else can you do? There's not much else you can do. There's many alternative lineups that I think are great. You can totally have a lineup for this could be.
Right here.
This could
Right
be,
here.
right? You can totally have a lineup for like
Right here.
these stairs potentially to like support your teammates on site if they're getting rushed or whatever. But yeah, in general, this is really tough to shock dart. Unless you're it's tough to shock dart unless you're, for example, pushed up somewhere and you're on a flank. Because for example, from this corner,
Right here.
you could totally make like a full charge lineup. That pretty much lands there and deals full 75 damage to the enemy. And then also, like, if you run into the enemy spawn, for example, you're per flank in this corner, maybe,
Right here.
you could also maybe get the shock dart to land. And then if you're, like, in this area here, obviously, you can just use a post-plant lineup if you're flanking on defense. But, you know, it's just, like, you know, in the general situation, it's really hard. The shock darts it. I'm probably gonna make a lineup from here too, kind of to the side, on the side, kind of, just so it lands almost good enough. Because the issue with when there's like a pillar like this, on Abyss, it's kind of the same issue with some recon darts, where if you try to get it really precise, like there's such a good chance the shock dart will just hit this. This wall in the pillar, and it's not gonna do any damage to the guy on the other side. So that's kind of the risk of making it so precise. So I will have like a lineup that just lands like here, like kind of here, but like it's not gonna deal full damage. Obviously, like if you're fine with super precise lineups, it's whatever, right? The closest you can get it realistically is probably like here. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad for denying the plant. But they're still not gonna take full damage if, let's say, there's someone here. If there's someone like over here, right? Just if they're like trying to fight or something, right? Then they're not gonna take full damage. But yeah, it's whatever, right? It's whatever. It's the plant people gonna deny, not the guys camping in this cubby. But obviously, it would be best if this kind of shock dart was possible, but no, it's not. Or maybe like this kind of shock dart. But for now, the only like potential idea are these kind of trees here. Something is definitely possible with them. I have a lineup that like makes like a dart kind of bounce around, where it does make the recon land behind the pillar. Maybe I'll show it now too. It's from this spot. You align kind of the transparent part of your charge bar here. Was it like this? I think it was like this. 2 bounce.
Scanning ahead.
2 charge. And this does fly behind the pillar. And it does deny this plant. This more like open plant for the spam. So that's fine. That's fine, right? This is great. But, you know, that's really easy to shock dart either way. You can just have a lineup here, for instance. I think I have a lineup from here. I think it's just on this.
Revealing area.
It's really easy to deny. Yeah, like I just winged it, but that's almost it, right? That's almost it. Yeah, that's almost it. But yeah, you can just wing it. It's really easy. So yeah, denying plant on A is obviously really easy. Like, this is the lineup I use. I stand on any of these first 3 steps, not off them, but on like any of them, on any of the 3, kinda, just in the middle, to like remove the possibility of messing it up. Then just like at the top of this here, at the top of this pillar.
Scanning ahead.
One bounce. Flies super fast and yeah, just kills anyone here. Yeah, I like this one. I really like this one. I think the